YouTube was good. Basically today I'm bringing you with me because my boy, my day one Christian, is graduating from high school, you feel me? And yeah, so he invited me. I'm actually running a little bit late right now because you know I'm Hispanic. If you don't know already, he's basically like my best friend from like 2nd grade. He's been like the guy that I've like always relied on, and he's like basically like a cousin to me, you know? So, you know, I gotta go show out, gave him his flowers. So yeah, let's do it, come on. Christian,
Natalie Nadia Valencia, Christian and Natalie.
Ladies and gentlemen, please direct your attention to our 50-yard line. Graduates, please ensure that you have moved your tassel to the left side. And I present to you the graduating class of 2023.
Christian. Hold on. Oh, wait. Look at that fly, bro. Look at yes, sir. YouTube. Yeah, that was basically the graduation, you know. Shout out to Christian. He's a guy for real. But with that said, I'm actually going to a park right now and actually do some work. You know, can I just edit some videos and stuff like that, you know? And I'm actually have a little sit down talk with y'all about like, you know, what is to come and like, you know, what I'm planning on doing, especially for the summer, you know, in terms of like my personal life and kind of what I want to do with the social media aspect of things, you know, just because by now I sort of have seen like I've been pretty consistent with the uploads and stuff like that, but I don't want to give that too much away right now. I'm actually, you know, start walking now, so I'll see you in a bit. Get it, boom. That's not cute, bro. Oh my god.
Sorry, Mark.
Chilling, bro. Damn, you're my boy Marco for real, bro. Okay. I saw a girl literally almost bust her ass. I'm not gonna lie, that shit was funny, bro. But she good. She didn't fall. But basically, I just wanted to do a little sit-down talk explaining about like what I want to do for the rest of the summer, you know? I'm really trying to just like get to the next level, both like, you know, the content that I make in the personal level, but also like what I want to be doing long term. What I mean by that is like the fact that I'm really entering like a stage of my life that is like very pivotal, you know, in terms of like, you know, moving to college, ending high school, and I want to basically bring you along with me in that journey, you know. And I guess that doesn't really make any sense, so let me explain. I feel like I've been placed in an opportunity, or like I've been placed in the position that not a lot of people have been able to get to before, you know? And I'm not trying to say this in a way to like, you know, kind of glaze myself and stuff like that, like anything of that nature, you know. I'm really just saying this because I'm trying to put things into perspective so you know where I'm coming from and then like, you know, see where I'm going. I'm trying to like give people who are in the same position as me, not like, you know, coming out of Andover like this prestigious like opportunities, but I want to be able to like give people who are like, you know, young. I'm 20 right now, or like, well, I'm 19, but I'm about to turn 20 next month, and I want to be able to just be someone who people can have on their corner, you know, who they can like, you know, tune into, know that I'm going through the same things that they're going through, especially through college, but also kind of having them as a guide as to move on with like the, you know, their goals that they have, you know, whether it is like, you know, getting an internship or like, you know, getting a certain grade in the class, or like, you know, you're staying motivated to keep going hard from day one all the way to a day like, you know, 500, you feel me? I want to be basically just be someone who you know is going to be in your corner going crazy with you, you know? You see a lot of like people who have already made it, you know, who have already like had businesses, who have already like, you know, made it, who have already like, you know, attained the goals that they want to attain, but you don't see people going to that, you know? And I mean, I feel like there are some examples as to people who have kind of documented their journey to get where they're at right now. For example, like, you know, someone like Iman Gachi, he's someone who I've been like watching a lot, but mostly like, you know, right now it's like 2023, like, you know, I see his content, like he's already a multimillionaire. Me, I'm not, you feel me? At least not yet. But I have a lot of plans as to like what I want to be able to be doing in like the next 5-10 years. And I know that I have the drive, I know that I have the skills, I know that I have the, you know, kind of path made for me, and like, you know, I know that I will follow that path as long as like, you know, I stay consistent with it. So I guess like I'm saying these things to kind of just like keep myself accountable with the goals that I have, you know, because if I say on video and like, you know, even if it's just like one person watching, you're keeping me accountable because I see like, you know, 2-3 people saw it, and like, you know, I know that I have to keep myself accountable with that, you know. To sum it all up, I know that I'm gonna be a millionaire soon. Like that's not negotiable for me, you know. Like I will not stop going hard until I get to like, you know, 1 mil. Matter of fact, like, you know, I don't know if y'all saw like my graduation video. So I got my brother-in-law to be, well, actually, like right now, I think he's actually proposing in Puerto Rico with my sister. Hopefully I get some videos from that. If I do, I'm gonna definitely make sure to include it on here. But basically, I got him to, one, buy me 10 cigars, and 2, to buy me a bottle of rum. I don't drink, I don't smoke or anything like that, you know, because basically I gave all my closest friends, some of the people that I know that have my bag, and like, you know, and I know that I could call them at 3 a.m. and they will pick up the phone. I gave each one of them a cigar, and basically what that is supposed to signify is the fact that like by the time I make $1 million, both like in subs and money wise, they're invited to my reunion, you know, they're invited to my party that I'm gonna throw once I make $1 million, both like, you know, when I get the gold plaque and once I have that amount of cash on my bank account, you know, because like, yo, I know I'm gonna do it. And like, you know, like I said, one thing that I'm really trying to focus on is being intentional with how I keep myself accountable, because you can say a lot of things, but you're not keeping yourself accountable, you know. So by one, me saying this, like, you know, on video, and then 2, by like, you know, telling my friends, my closest friends, you know, who have seen like, you know, my journey in high school, like I'm keeping myself accountable. So yeah, like I mentioned earlier, you're gonna start seeing more like sit down videos with me talking about like, you know, the things that I'm just keeping in mind in order for me to stay on track with like, you know, my journey in finding success. I mean, I have a vision of like, you know, or I have a path in my head where I think I want to go, both like in business and like, you know, through social media, and I'm really gunning for it like hard, obviously. But things are bound to change, you know, things are gonna like always go off course, you know, but it's really up to you as to how you can like adapt in those like forks of your paths, you know, where like, you know, you think you're going right, but then like boom, there's another fork in the middle, you know, and you have to like make a decision as to whether you go left or right, you know. But without getting too philosophical on y'all, what I'm trying to say is that, yo, I hope that you're there with me, you know. Like I mentioned before in other videos before, bro, statistically speaking, I'm not supposed to be where I am right now, you know. I'm not supposed to be, one, have gone into like, you know, the high school that I get into, and then 2, got into the college that I got into. And you know, I can't neglect a lot of the privileges that I have had. I have to like give credit to where it's due and like, you know, acknowledge the privileges that I've had. I just want to basically be able to like show you that you could do it too, you feel me? Especially if you are one of those people who have had like, you know, more privilege than I have, being born in the States, not having English being your second language. Or maybe I'm more privileged than you know, but hopefully you can adapt some of the things that I have incorporated into my life and just create progress within yourself. But with that said, I'm excited. I'm really excited to show you all my journey within the next indefinite future. I want to keep doing this. I really want to just keep on helping people however I can, whether it's more motivating people or like you give them advice. So, you know, if you want to connect with me, you know, you got my Instagram, you got my TikTok, you can like comment there as well and let me know about like things you want to know about, whether it is like fitness, whether it is like relationships. Like be sure that I'm gonna definitely make videos on those, you know, topics, day-to-day life type of things, you know, what has basically worked for me and what I will keep on doing in order to like, you know, make strides towards my goals, you know. It's just crazy to think about like, you know, within like the last 5 years, like how much I've changed, you know, have positioned myself to where I am right now, and like, you know, I'm just very excited to like see in the next 5 years where I'll be, because like I said, I'm not out here in my room just all day 24/7 just like, you know, not doing shit. Like I'm outside. Like, you know, when I say that I'm outside, bro, I'm not saying that I'm just like messing around, you know, doing dumb stuff. Like no, I'm saying that I'm putting in the work, I'm going crazy, I'm chasing after what I want to get, which is essentially a legacy. I want to get that legacy. I want to be able to leave something behind for my parents, leave something behind for myself. I want to leave something for my posterity, you know, for my future kids. I want to be able to essentially be like, yo, my grandkids are set, you feel me? Like think about that. Like, yo, I don't want my kids to like, you know, I mean, I want them to have not struggle, but I wanted to have like, you know, hardships in a way that like, you know, is constructive. But I know that in my life there hasn't been someone who has like kind of like left. Shut the hell up, bro. Goddamn, this is just goofy as hell, bro. But yo, basically like, you know, I want to be able to leave something behind for those who come after me, you know, especially in my family, and like, you know, kind of have like leave a blueprint for those people, both like through my videos, but also like, you know, with generational wealth, you feel me? I want to be able to like, you know, leave a path, or like set a path for like the next couple kids that I have, or the next, you know, generations to come after me, you feel me? So yeah. So I mean, I guess like I just went on that whole ass tangent, but I don't know, I'm really motivated. Like I said, if you really want to get in this journey with me, come with me, you feel me? I know that there's a lot of people going through what I'm going through, and like, you know, they have the same like motives that I have, and I really want to be able to create a community with you all, really kind of feed off each other's skills and like, you know, motivation, and like, you know, kind of build together, you feel me? Because like it's kind of like an ant colony, you feel me? Like, yeah, an ant could be really strong, like, you know, for its size, but a whole colony could like really, like, you know, do the unthinkable. So a lot of strength in numbers, so being able to, you know, kind of create that network is very pivotal, and it's something that I want to be able to, like, you know, kind of harvest in the near future, you know? So yeah, so with that said, if you want to be part of like a little ant farm that we got going on, you know, like it up, subscribe, follow me on TikTok, follow me on my Instagram, you feel me? There, like, I do a little bit of shorts and stuff like that, kind of like little motivational stuff, you know, or like, you know, me just being a goofball, you know? Just at the end of the day, like, you know, you gotta keep it fun. But with that said, I'll see you in the next one. Peace. Bow.